Today?
I do.
Yes?
For the mental health, I still skateboard, yeah.
That's cool.
I try to do it every Saturday. Every Saturday I drive back to Baltimore. I go skateboard in the morning. I take my mother to that very same church still, and then we go to dinner every Saturday night.
That's awesome.
Brandon, are you sponsored?
How could the people here in New York, especially Fordu, is it possible for us to raise money for your rehab or to directly be involved in it somehow? Or
For sure. It's definitely a long-winded answer that I have for that, but the easiest thing is if you just go to my website, brandonnovak.com, all one word. It will take you to Novak's house, and then there's a button on there that you can donate for the Scholarship Foundation.
cool.
And the recovery houses are called Novak's house, if for some reason that doesn't work.
Well,
But thank you for that, that's far too kind.
Yes, get one of those here.
Oh, what's that?
How can we get one of them here?
Buy a house. That's how I got in Delaware. I just bought the house. I know nothing about my resume reads treatment centers, jail, incarceration, emergency. But now today it reads like business owners and property owners, and I just took all this advice from other sober people, and they said to just do what you believe in, and
right.
just get it and create it. It will work out. And it has, fortunately or unfortunately, worked out really well because I just keep having to expand. I wish that it wasn't the case, but yeah, like literally, I just got the first house with a guy who I was in treatment with. We recreated it. My journey I have to tell myself on a daily basis to think less and do more. And when I do that, shit works out good. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yes, love.
Yeah, hi, my name is Dr. Nick D. And it's really hard for me to talk about this, but my niece, my baby sister's daughter, died of heroin overdose. And so I really hear you and relate to you. I also, when I got a master's degree, I worked with drug addicts and alcoholics. I don't know what my question is, except
Me neither.
I feel like I could have done more. I should have done more. But it was kept from me. My family never told me until after she was dead. At the age of 27 with a little baby she left behind.
No.
Sorry.
Because I was in Hawaii getting my doctorate.
Yeah.
Well, I went all the way through there. So I only came back for a month's vacation. I spent a lot of time with her. And I've never been able to cry, and I don't know why, because she meant everything to me. I felt like she was my own daughter.
Yeah.
And my sister, her mother, she died of heart disease because of alcoholism. Her husband was an alcoholic. Her son, I think, is an alcoholic.
Drugs.
So, and my mother turned out to be an alcoholic. We never had alcohol in our house. The whole time we were growing up, my parents didn't drink. And all of a sudden, when my parents got a divorce, my mother turned into an alcoholic. And I'm thinking like, so I went to AA to understand, to learn about alcohol for myself. I mean, I don't drink. I never did.
Al-Anon is good.
I know, and I need to go there.
Yeah, I'd suggest Al-Anon for sure.
Yeah.
Helps.
I know, because, I mean, it's something that still breaks my heart.
I'll
And
keep
she's
you in
been
mind.
dead about 14 years.
Go to Al-Anon.
I mean, I feel like people have died. Oh, yeah. My brother died of alcoholism, my sister, and I know it's a disease.
It's unfortunate.
Absolutely.
check out Al-Anon. You'll find a lot of answers you're in search of there.
Okay, thank you.
God bless you, Mom.
Thank you for sharing the story.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah, I wanted to come, I needed to come. But
Me
thank
too.
you so much for the story.
Thank you for listening.
Rennie's car, I'm 15 months and 5 days sober.
Congratulations.
I missed you by one week seeing you in the rehab that I was in. But I just want to say, like, thank you for doing this for the work. My big question is 13 rehabs, what helps you, help you stay clean?
What helped me what?
Stay clean,
What helped me stay
stay
clean?
clean. At first, because it took you so long to go.
It was a combination of things. It's not just kind of like one thing fixed it all. It was maturity, age, acquiring information and knowledge upon every one of my attempts, recognizing my behavioral pattern, becoming optionless, resourceless, hopeless, moneyless. Pain became so unbearable. I was finally willing to do what I was never willing to do before, which is actually ask for help and follow through with it. And in that process, I got into a 12-step fellowship. I created a relationship with a higher power. And now everything is dependent upon my spirituality. And I always say that this thing works when I don't work it.
Amen.
Leave it to I'll start playing God and I'll start thinking I know what's best. I've seen you do that. So I got to where I'm at now through process of elimination, backwards. I just failed miserably for so long at everything I tried that I can tell you how to fail like that. And then the last thing I tried was the first thing that worked. It always suggests this is day one.
Hi, my name is Bella. I'm an alcoholic. I have 2 years, 3 months sober. Recently, I've seen commercials on TV advertising this drug called OR, and I know that 2 years and 3 months ago, I would have been very addicted because it's an easier, softer way. Have you heard anything about OR, and if so, what?
I've never heard it until you just said it.
All right, thank you.
Very dangerous.
I just wanted to say thank you for your impactful, graphically honest share and story. I'll take that with me. And I was born and raised in Wilmington, and I looked you up this week, and I read that, and I thought, way cool. I knew I was coming anyway, but it holds a special place, and I lived, worked, and went to school in Philadelphia, and been to Baltimore multiple times. So your whole story was ringing true from home, so it was no mistake that I'm here. Thanks.
Thanks so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming.
I'm Brian, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Brian.
Thanks for sharing your story, man. I've seen you on Facebook videos, and I've also seen Steve a little bit. And I was curious if you still keep in touch with Steve and
Yeah.
talking kind of recovery.
Steve and I do. We talk a lot. You know, he's a sober guy, and we talk a lot of sobriety for sure. He's the only one that's like really in the same kind of sober programs. That he's a 12-step guy too, so we have a lot of commonality there. The other guys do their own things, their own ways. Steve and I talk about recovery. Yeah.
That's cool.
Totally.
Do you sponsor anyone?
I do. Yeah.
Still do all your songs and stuff that you did the
Do you like my glasses?
What's that?
Do you like my glasses?
See, I've stared at you throughout my talk many times, and I'm like, this guy is fucking amazing. I'm a big, big fan of you. I don't know who you are or what your situation is, but I love it. I'm trying to do this, like, I keep looking, I'm like, I gotta be serious. You're amazing. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Don't change for anything.
Over.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Did that kind of fuel your addiction? I mean, you guys were doing some
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
incredible stunts. Like, did you not like feel a lot of the pain going on there?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some of the best times of my life. I enjoyed every second of it.
Is there still a car in there?
What?
No.
My buddy, that's Brian Dunny passed away. I have a tattoo of him here. Yes, ma'am.
So you said you've been in and out, in and out. What would be your one piece of advice for somebody who's in and out and still struggling?
Well, for me, and I only know my story, and I'm married to my narrative because it's mine. Actually, the longer I stay sober, the more I know I really don't know much about much. I really don't. But for me, I didn't understand because it went against everything that I believed in during active addiction. But I had to, in order to secure the ultimate victory, I had to admit complete defeat in every area of my life. Prior to sobriety, to fight was to win, to fight was to survive, to fight was to get one more, to fight was to make it through one more day or night. And then I come in here and people tell me to fight is to die, to fight is to relapse, to fight is just to make things like really painful. So I had to, ultimately what happened is I was rewired. The definition of a spiritual experience is a psychic change. And as a result of my spiritual experience, I've totally had a psychic change, meaning I think, act, but more importantly, react to everything in life differently today. So who I am today is far from who I was when I first came in. But I just had to gain an understanding, man, and my journey had to be my journey. And if anyone would have robbed me of my journey, I might not be the child of God that I am today. So that's the other really unappealing, undesirable side to this, is that we're all entitled to our own process.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting alcoholic and addict. Okay, I'm gonna have a question for you. There's, if we're in AA or anything like that, what we do is we help each other to counter our disease that we have. See, and I don't know, is that what you do or what?
Is that what I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an AA guy.
Yeah, that's what we do too, because that's what we do, we help each other.
Totally.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this alone, man.
You can't.
Absolutely.
There's no way. Because I even tried that, it didn't work.
If I could have, I wouldn't be here tonight.
I picked up.
God bless you, brother. Thanks for helping me stay sober.
Oh, yeah.
Where you go, Kitty?
Yeah, hi, it's me. I just want to know if going to NA, I'm definitely going to Al-Anon, but I'm wondering if going to NA.
Well, let's just start with that. Just get your ass to Al-Anon first. And then we'll start thinking about other shit. Get to Al-Anon, bro. I love you, Al. Hey, there's no need to overcomplicate it. Let's start by getting to Al-Anon.
And where do I get your book?
Bookstores
Amazon.
online. Yeah, check it out. You can buy my book at Al-Anon. Now get your ass over here. I love you, girl.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for your story. Appreciate it. What are some of your goals now? What do you look forward to now?
So now, I continue to evolve as we all do. And the things I care about today are not what I cared about last week. But I just moved from Philadelphia into like the woods, like around here, area kind of vibe, but in Delaware. And I'm trying to adjust to like living in the woods as opposed to being in the city. So I'm trying to figure out new routines. I'm a big routine guy. And right now, one of my favorite things is every Saturday, as I said before, I wake up in the morning, I go drive to Baltimore, skate for like 2 hours for this thing, and then I go to my mother's house and I take her to that church where she used to go to, and then we go to dinner every Saturday night. And I look forward to that all week. I didn't give a shit about doing any of that 3 months ago, but I moved, so it's just that, my new treatment center that I'm opening, I'm really like hands-on with that. I'm waiting for the state to give us the approval, and I'm doing the hiring for it, and we're staffing it. And, I care about quality of life. That's what I care about. I'm in bed by like 9 p.m. I hang out with cats. Quality matters to me. Thanks for asking me.
Thanks a lot.
It's almost past his bedtime when he's got to drive tonight.
I just have one more question. How's the relationship with your mom? Like, I can totally relate to you on like I don't care about any of those stunts you did. Nothing could have probably hurt more than seeing your mom in pure disappointment. You know, it's like
that's what drove me into recovery.
Yeah.
I don't mind hurting myself. That's par for the course. It's like it's what I do. I hurt myself. It's just expected. But what I'm not okay with, or really was ever okay with, was hurting the people I love the most. That's what gets my attention. But I always tell people in recovery, be careful what you ask for, because you will fuck around and get it. All the kids left, little babies. You'll get it. Now my phone rings. She called me 4 times while I've been up here talking. Be careful what you ask for. True story. I look over your mom's cell. She goes, I'm going to pick her up tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, that's a whole thing. In theory, that's a great idea. I'll send you back there to handle her.
Hey, Ren.
Hey.
Thank you for your story. I found my mother dead of a heroin overdose on Christmas Eve, and when was it? It's coming up on 9 years this year. The question I got for you is, when we get sober and other people around us, they obviously don't get sober, but they really want to get sober, you know what I mean? Like my mother and my brother both died of the disease. The only example of sobriety they ever saw was me. And I think it would be pretty, you know, how horrible would it be to know that someone you love so much is sober and they're right there and you can't get it. So I imagine you must have known some, you know, brothers and people that you've lost to this disease.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you get a question out of that, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I've learned is that everything in my life is centered around my perspective and perception of events. So I also accept that anything starts with self and ends with self. So like if I'm having a situation with something, it's not the thing, it's the me. And I need to kind of regroup, recalibrate, and look at it in a different perspective. And go back to my higher power. And what I know to be true today is rejection is God's protection. God doesn't do things to me, but for me. Right? So everything's done by design. And I look at it that way. Makes it a little easier for me to navigate through it.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Hello?
I'd like to say something about when you start thinking outside of the box and being intelligent, which actually works for your thing.
For sure.
Gives you a walk on it.
Yeah.
Definitely, I can relate to that.
I had to like dumb my way into recovery this time.
You had to trick your way into something?
I had to dumb my way into it. Dumb my way. Like I had to take everything that I thought I knew about recovery out of the equation.
You had to not use your intelligence.
Yeah.
That's very good, thank you.
Yeah, I always say the smarter you are, the harder it will be. That was my story.
I just want to say thank you again. You make recovery and referencing it much easier and palatable. You kind of pointed out to the cult-like better behavior, being a young person in recovery, seeing your posts, seeing you reach out, telling people you're there for help. It's really cool, dude, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. That means a lot. That was always kind of my deal, right? Like, people talk to me, they talk at me, but they rarely talk with me. So and again, I already define it by nature. I hate authority. I refuse to conform. Now I have someone talking to me and at me about what I need to do. Well, you need to fuck off. So I just, what I do is I deliver my message through a way of attraction rather than promotion. So that when I leave this stage, if one person in here says, if that motherfucker can do it, there's no reason why I can't. And then when it becomes our idea, like it did mine, I excel at a rapid pace and become like a billboard for treatments, right? For sobriety, for recovery. But it had to be my idea. Right? So it's cool, man. Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I support it. Who am I to all of a sudden with 10 years sobriety think that I have the answer to a perfect life? That's insane. I'm just figuring it out too, man.
I'm sure you know, it probably doesn't need to be said, but there's someone who's speaking out. You're speaking, sorry. As a celebrity, you speaking out makes it a lot easier, or I don't want to say easier, but helps us that it's so taboo. So for me, when I went to rehab, nobody really, only people living in my house knew that I was an alcoholic. So my treatment was delayed because it was taboo for me to admit that I had a problem. So seeing you and others that, untouchable.
There's power in numbers, that's the importance of community.
And there's no shame in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a power just to be sober.
Yeah.
And that's, I think this is like, I think recovery is becoming stronger in our world today than use.
I couldn't agree
and
more.
substance use. And I think the more you speak out, the more we all hold our heads up high and support each other. I think it's a revolution. I really do.
I couldn't agree more.
Brandon, what's your opinion on people saying that being on Suboxone is not recovery for heroin? Did you just cold turkey at 100%?
No, I did all that.
Yeah.
I don't really have opinions. My opinion is I couldn't stand the thought of someone saying that. But that's just my opinion.
Absolutely.
Again, who am I to say what the perfect way to live is? I am an abstinent-based guy, right? I don't do MAT, but who's to say that's the right way? It works for me. I know people that are on methadone and it works for them. And God willing, God whatever, maybe not. I don't know, I'm just talking now, but maybe that keeps them alive long enough to give them the ability to choose to come off that one day. Whereas to not do that, and fentanyl every day, they could probably die. So it's like,
That got me.
yeah, if you think, and I mean this, if you think being on methadone provides you a life that you think is worth getting up out of bed and living for to the best of your ability every day, I'll drive you to the program. Who am I to say that's not the right way? That's just my take. That's my. Now you got me going on opinions. You're gonna knock that shit off, man. You didn't hear my talk. What I do know is I don't know about much of anything. I just stay in my lane.